Shalom. This is your brother Tazaya Amar of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, coming out once again with another weekly lesson. And I pray that it be edifying. But first of all, I want to give all honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Yakakodash. Double honors to our praise to our apostles and elders of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say shalom and ahar to all the sisters and brothers that's striving in this same true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is pretty much based upon a video I seen some brothers put out earlier, and it was about persecution. And one of the topics that really hit home to me was the fact that Yahweh Shai was persecuted in his holy, perfect body. So how much we, as we strive to walk in this doctrine, this true doctrine, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. So if he had to be persecuted and he was in his perfect, holy body, how much so are we? And with that being said, my first scripture is going to be Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10. Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Verse 12. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So basically what this is explaining to us that, as they say, nothing new under the sun. These things ought to be expected. As you, maneuver in this society, this wicked society, and you try to carry yourself in an uprightly, holy manner, there's going to be persecution. This is going to be a light about you. And all those that are in the dark, hey, they're going to have a problem with it. Some more so than others. And these retaliations could very well be within your own household, people that you have to associate with on a daily basis, or just random people. Hey, at some point in time, the devil gonna rear his ugly head. That's his job. That's what he was designed to do. Hey, he have a mission on this earth too. Just like we have a mission, he got a mission. With that being said, I'm gonna move to the book of 2 Timothy. Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. I got to read that again. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. So hey, You know, when we pick this plow up, there's a road that we got to plow, and it's straight and narrow. And that the scripture plainly explains that hey, there's gonna be trials and tribulation that are gonna come our way. There's no getting away. There's no getting away from it. You know, there's no loopholes. Trial and tribulations, hey, they inedible. With that, I'm gonna move to the 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. Evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And, you know, as I was speaking earlier about, you know, light, this light that we have, hey, it's going to manifest itself amongst the people with basically asleep or in that deep slumber, in that darkness. Hey, they, our mere presence, hey, going to irritate them. Because why? Because they want to continue to be evil and be wicked. There's no way around that. With that, I'm going to move to the book of St. John, chapter 15. The book of St. John, chapter 15, starting at verse 18. This is the book of St. John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Got to read that again. St. John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. You know, that's self-explanatory. You know, hey, Yahushua had to go through these situations. How much so we? You know what I mean? And as I said earlier, he was in his, Yahushua was in his holy, perfect body. You know, when he was on the earth as Yahushua. He was perfect. He was that perfect lamb without a blemish. And he had to go through all these atrocities, trials and tribulation, just because he was sinless. Imagine that. No faults. But you still get treated like an outcast, a criminal, when you've done nothing wrong. No crimes. No evil deeds. It's perfect. Can you imagine how vexed his spirit had to be? To be constantly harassed and persecuted for being perfect, for being holy. With that, I'm going to move to the book of John, St. John, chapter 16, verse 33. St. John, chapter 16, verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. And this is Yahushua explaining to us that these things that he had to go through. If we keep our nose to the grindstone, keep our feet to the straight and narrow, and hold on to our faith, pray without ceasing, hey, we can overcome these things in the world too. If we couldn't, he wouldn't have never told us we could. He's not going to tell you that to do something that you're incapable of doing. And with that, I'm going to move to the book of 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you, as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Hamashiach Yahushua. If we walk in the straight and narrow, like as I was saying earlier, and we are bounded and committed to this truth and keeping these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, when all these atrocities or the wicked devices that spirits, these demons and low places come against us, hey, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Hamashiach Yahushua. Hey, they're going to be ashamed. They're going to be confounded. But the best part about it, hey, they got a judgment coming. So, hey, let the devil do his work. Then I'll move to the book of Matthew. Back to the book of Matthew. Back to the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Got to read that one again. Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. As I stated earlier, if we just hold out until the end, keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, staying rooted and grounded and bounded in the faith, hey, we are overcome. The promise been made. All we got to do is endure to the end. Continue to endure to the end. Striving, hey, to be the sons and the daughters of the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua in these last days. And with that, I'm going to close out by saying all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Bahashem Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS for teaching us the true knowledge of the scripture. I want to say shalom and a heart to all the sisters and brothers that's striving and thriving in this same true doctrine. Shalom. Shalom.